Hey, everybody, how we doing?
Good morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
So we left off on a big cliffhanger last episode.
Yeah, we haven't really had a big cliffhanger moment that I can recall in the episode. They
Just
generally
the finale, really.
resolve things fairly well.
Sure.
Yeah, the finale with the injury, but
was kind
the story was still wrapped up.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us thought that Elizabeth was going to die.
Get canceled. Well, I guess that's it. Yeah.
Oh, so Kerry Russell's only in one season.
Yeah, right.
The foiled abduction of the Russian expatriate.
They screwed the pooch in that one, didn't they?
Yeah. And it kind of feels like, again, we just kind of got a last kind of shot. It was very chaotic at the end.
Yes.
That the guy they were trying to abduct was going to be murdered. Whoever was with him, drove him away. But they had the guy that was there.
We're not sure if that was security or if that was like somebody else trying to snatch him.
I feel like it was probably security. It'd be really weird if two different groups decided to grab him at once when he's been in America forever.
Well, that's like one of the things about this season is we don't know.
Sure, we don't know.
There's a lot of mystery here.
Absolutely, we have no idea. It could have been. Is it the same people that killed the family at the beginning? Like we don't know. There are a lot of hidden groups that work at play, and there's a lot of sinister beneath the surface stuff here.
We always assumed in the first season that there's obviously other agents at play.
Yeah, absolutely right.
But one cool thing about this season was getting to see the other family. It's like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. They associate with other agents. That of course they would,
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe it is security. Maybe it is another set of agents that has a separate agenda, or that they don't want them to kill this guy because they have their own personal mission.
It's definitely someone that didn't want him picked up.
How little they know is surprising too, because the stakes are so high.
Sure. Well, I mean, if they don't know that there was like a kind of a hidden security detail on him, that kind of makes sense. It's also possible that there are absolutely rogue agents within their own government who had the family killed after the handoff.
Yeah.
And who didn't want him grabbed for any number of reasons.
Rogue agents is always a cool,
it's a fun idea. Like
it's in espionage thrillers, it's like rogue agent.
Well, when you have something as big and as messy as the Soviet government was, it's like
you have people that are mad.
Yeah, you've got different agendas. I think the American government probably has the same deal. Different people working different agendas.
Well, the show plays both sides so nicely, so well. I mean, we obviously see people defecting from America to the Soviets.
Sure.
Of course, it's going to be the other way around.
Absolutely.
Of course, you're going to have defectors. So I can't wait to hop into it. Granny's back, which is nice to see her.
Yeah, we knew that she was lurking somewhere too. We don't really know if she comes back as friend or foe because whatever the plot lines are as far as the politics and everything, it's definitely shifting.
Yeah.
Right? The stakes are getting higher as the Cold War is getting worse.
Yeah.
And we don't really know where anybody's kind of coming from.
And this is the fun part about this part of the season. We're about almost halfway through there, so the next two episodes, I'm assuming we're going to get a lot of answers.
Yeah, we should
halfway there.
We should start heading in towards like everything. I love the fact that it's taken its time.
I know.
Letting the stories breathe. We're not rushing anything.
Mid-season's always where the prime stuff is.
Yeah, absolutely. But I like the fact that there are still a lot of questions that they're not in any hurry to answer.
Yeah, love it.
We do want to go ahead and welcome Demi Sam, Ethan Opus, and Dane Harrison to our Patreon page. Welcome, guys. We're glad you're here with us.
Yeah, hi. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind hitting that like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the new content we've coming your way.
Yeah, if you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or are currently watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. We've got a whole lot of content there. We're going to do every season of The Americans.
Yep.
We just wrapped up Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and are starting The Good Place, and we have 30 Rock right now as a Patreon exclusive.
Two awesome shows.
Yeah, you'll have to sync and watch along with us on your own device or streaming service. You're only going to see and hear us on Patreon for copyright purposes. All right. Got that. We did pretty fast on that one.
We
did better than we've been doing.
Brad Mullen, seaman recruit working out of
this poor kid.
Virginia Beach.
And somebody pointed out on Patreon when she told him that story about her assault.
Yeah,
definitely pulling from own experience. Whenever in the first episode,
right.
I'm putting your name down, Clark. You're my husband, and it's the truth.
I think it's time to wrap up the Martha storyline.
Martha might not be long for this world,
which is
it's sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah, I know he doesn't want to hurt Martha, but I don't think there's any way around it.
I think he's trying to push her away by acting like rude to her.
Right.
I think he's trying to get her to leave him, so he doesn't have to kill her.
Sure.
His legs.
Right?
Are you just gonna leave him? Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Freaking strong.
Yeah. He's a big dude.
It's a big guy they're picking up there. I wonder how tall Matthew Reese is in real life. Because on TV, you could be 5'10", 6'2",
right.
you know what I mean?
It's like they make Tom Cruise look a lot
That's what
bigger
I'm
than
saying.
he is. Yeah. It's like people are standing on boxes, camera angles are shot high.
Yeah.
Stallone's pretty short too.
Well, in the Green Mile, man, everybody had a Michael Clark Duncan was like on an apple box.
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah. I feel like this guy's about to have a very bad day.
I would not do well torture.
No. What do you want to know?
Please?
Right.
I need some Neosporin.
Yeah.
Maybe some water.
Exactly. Please don't take my fingers off. What?
I'll tell you what you want to know. We can go get Wendy's afterwards.
Well, I feel like I'm going to get there anyway. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you.
I'll tell you what you want to know. Just...
I don't need you to cut my hands off first. How about I tell you before that? Because I was going to tell you anyway.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yes, like nice people.
We had reports of gunfire in the area. You see anything?
No, not at all. But it's Washington, I mean.
The guy's like, I'm driving over.
Yeah. That was nice of him to save the cops right there is what he just did.
All right, let's get some intel here.
Right.
Беспокоит меня в радиорубке.
I'm going to check him a little bit.
Yeah. See, I feel like this guy might be.
Well, we know
really digging.
So he's obviously a Nepo baby.
Oh, yeah.
But he is digging for some reason. What is his end game, you know?
Right.
Hey, what's up?
Homework. What do you think?
Whoa.
I know.
I don't care what you're reading. I don't want you hiding things.
I like the idea of her having to hide the Bible to buy a comic book under the sheets. Yeah.
This is Alan Petrie with Columbia House Record Club.
I'm calling to
He's
discuss
letting him
your
know.
husband's account, which is now 3 months overdue.
Don't speak for Martha's starting to be a problem.
Yeah.
So this is what you Jews do? You spy on your friends?
I didn't realize that he was anti-Semitic.
I didn't realize that either, yeah.
So sometimes when he's not looking, we get behind the wheel. We take it for a spin.
Honestly, I didn't realize it was an Israeli accent. For a second, I thought it was Russian.
Well, I mean, all we heard was him singing.
Sure.
A line from The Gambler, sure.
Yeah, a friend of mine told me about it from Est.
Making new friends.
Well, you're a crap husband, so.
Yeah.
I hate to ruin your night, but with what happened last year, I hear scientists, and I figure...
You're absolutely right. On my way in.
Very good.
I get it.
Right. Well, between his mistress and his job, he's a busy guy.
Yeah. What an awful place to have a shootout.
Right.
We're 1 block from where we took him. And we've been seen by the police.
Yeah.
I have to be honest about it, Frank. I want to see Harmon punished to the absolute limit of the law. I want revenge for Pamela.
Watching. Let us know, guys. I'm always interested in that kind of stuff.
Jennifer, hi.
God,
Is
like
he
God,
here?
the outfit.
Who,
Yeah.
Clark?
The Westerfelds are interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're so geeky. It's great.
I mean, he's such a great guy, but he's just missing that one little thing. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah. If I'm saying too much, you're going to stop me, right?
No. Believe me, I'm dying to know. Dying.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna miss this aspect of that.
For sure.
Martha.
We don't have those. Icicles.
In Tel Aviv? No. It's pretty warm.
Be a little worried if there was.
You probably had that back home, didn't you, Mr. KGB man?
Mr.
Yes.
KGB man.
I sing country western with an accent.
Yeah, that's true.
Oops, empty. Now, should I open another?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I can't tell if she's there to persuade her.
I think so. I think she's talking her down or she would have killed her.
Doesn't
already.
feel like a killing kind of thing, yeah.
She wouldn't be spending the time here if that was going to be the case. I think it's just to talk her down. Yeah. Like, this is just Clark.
Yeah.
Right, I'm his wife. I should be more to him than some dumb job.
And you do. I know you do, but
She's there to talk her out of doing that. That's good.
he loves you so much. He does, doesn't he?
This poor girl.
I know.
God, you're easy to talk to, you know? I'm really surprised.
Hey!
She's a professional.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't even know where it comes from. No, some of the things that he does?
Maybe she will kill her after all.
Yeah, right.
What,
Oh, no.
Don't ask.
What's that term that comes on? He's a different person.
It's a weird question about your brother.
Yeah.
Я должен убедить Москву. договориться с израильтянами.
Okay, so they do have Phil's back.
Yeah.
Nice.
What brings you here?
I heard a physicist with a clearance went missing. Thought I could help.
I called him, sir.
I've seen the guy on the left in something else.
He's been in a lot of stuff. He was the mayor in Super Troopers.
Oh, he was.
Someone give me a shotgun.
Spread it hot. Yeah, that guy, yeah. Yeah, she's not going to be feeling great tomorrow.
No.
It's always so funny how much, like movies and TV, how much secret agents can drink and they're just fine.
Right.
Iron liver.
Probably trained.
Right, yeah.
You love to hold your liquor to do that job undercover.
You have jiu-jitsu at noon.
Yeah, exactly.
And drinking at 6.
So I'm not here to help you go through crime reports and phone records.
Hardly, sir.
Let me see what I can find out.
Rare didn't get rid of him.
Gad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. KGB man.
I like Gad.
I do too.
Mr. KGB.
Call me Phil. Dude, how tied up are his hands?
Look, I did you a solid here.
Yeah.
Don't try to screw me over.
This is where I think it goes wrong, is when he pulls his pants up.
Yeah, dude, baller move.
Yeah.
I'd be so angry.
His hands are tied. He's got a broken arm. Did he think that was going to work?
He's like, I just wiped for you. You're going to try to pull that crap?
Wipe your dirty hands in his face.
Yeah.
Лучшие точки выхода, но там-то нас ждать и будут.
Олег Игоревич.
I need you to shut up.
У меня большой опыт ухода от наблюдения, Аркадий Иванович.
I don't know whether to trust this guy at all.
I don't know either, right? Is he overambitious? Is he
right, yeah.
I got him.
Oh, he did it. Yeah.
Thank you.
He thinks he's living officer and a gentleman.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah.
It's taken me a while to start feeling things again.
You letting him down easy? Because that would be nice.
Yeah.
But it's something that I need to learn all over again.
I like the fact she's making an effort to let him down easy.
I know.
She didn't have to.
She just ghost him.
She could have been like, see you tomorrow, and then because she's not even a real person.
Yeah. This guy seems so nice.
Yeah. I don't think she likes doing this to him.
No. Well, we said that in the last episode.
Yeah. She definitely feels gross about doing this to a guy. A guy like this.
Yeah. Because it's always been like troll-like men, you know,
sure.
like really gross
people. It's a lot easier to work a guy that's just kind of a monster.
Yeah.
We let him go, we can take him back. I don't know what they're talking about. Could be about a scientist.
Well, if Arcady doesn't want to take him, you don't take him.
I don't think this guy's living to get out of here.
No. Maybe he does have a fever.
No, I think he does. I think he's actually sick. The body responds weirdly to being in shock.
Yeah. You're stuck in a cold basement somewhere. Yeah.
Right. Not getting any medical help from the beating that he just took.
Yeah.
Did you give me a new safe house?
You don't need one.
I'm making the trade.
Let's do it.
You think they've got Baklanov?
I think they're going to try and exfiltrate him against his will. But this Oleg might just be cocky enough to lead us right where we want to go.
They might actually just be killing him. You're either killing him or trading him.
Is that Gad?
Yeah.
Oh, so Gad's going to watch this go down, huh?
He's keeping an eye on the residential.
Gotcha.
3, going north on Fort Hunt.
This is tense.
Yeah, it is.
So Phil might have to blow it off because these guys are...
If they're going to the same place.
Yeah. They make him? It looks like he might have...
Oh, they're yeah. Well, I feel like if this is your job, it's really easy to follow him leaving all the time.
Yeah.
They're like, you should be trained in evasive maneuvers.
Yeah.
Anytime you leave the residence, you're going to be getting followed.
Look on your back, your mirror, yeah. Okay, so maybe it was just like, all right, yeah.
A distraction, maybe?
I thought it was going to be, yeah.
Everything will be all right.
No, it's not. You're being handed off to the Soviets.
When you're delighted in beating the crap out of me, what a nice bed you must have to sleep in that night.
It's not too late for me to kill you.
Yeah, seriously. Just stop talking, man.
But your name isn't your name, is it? Is your face your face? Are your children your children?
Yeah, at some point, he might just crap this guy.
Second thought.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm taking you both out.
Oh, where are you taking me? Help me!
Quiet.
I feel bad for that guy.
I do too, man. It's awful.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Oh, they're not. I said we're.
Electronic countermeasures, radar, infrared, lasers, they can all be deceived. I can give this to you.
That's right, he's working on stealth stuff. Yeah.
I don't want to go back, please. Please don't send me back.
Oh,
this is really sad.
I know.
Whatever you once were, whoever you were, they trained it out of you.
Just a little push in. Yeah. It's resonating.
I mean, he's not wrong. That's their job, is to be cold.
What a surprise to go in the car. He's like not in the trunk or something.
Right.
You know?
I don't think there's a thread in the backseat is why. But he does have to listen to this.
But just in general, like,
Right.
stop for some reason, you know?
Sure. That's true. He opens his mouth to the wrong person on the way, yeah.
My life, my crazy life, I don't know where to put everything.
What's crazy about her life? I mean, it is, but she doesn't know. Right, that's fair.
Forget it. It's not your fault. That's all.
It was nice of her to say. It really was. That was a bit of an olive branch.
Like, it was, yeah.
I'm doing my own thing. It's not because you're a bad mom.
I really do love that car. That's so awesome.
It's a pretty sweet car.
4 Amports, 3 Fairfield. I've got Seeger.
The docks are always my favorite setting for an action film.
For sure.
Lethal Weapon 2. That's sick.
Diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, love it.
Agent Beeman!
I was wondering, yeah.
Oleg Igorevich Burov. I noticed you in my tail an hour ago.
He's gonna give up Nina. I think he's gonna give up Nina.
I would love that.
You think?
I don't think he will.
I'm here to talk about Nina Sergeevna.
Yep.
You're right.
I've been hoping we might find a good time.
So he's wanting to flip too.
This snake.
Yeah.
No one else knows that you're running her. Not yet. I'm the only one.
That's not true, though. Yeah. So he is working Stan too.
Everything has a value. Everything can be traded. Yes?
Yeah, what's he wanting out of this?
Give me in exchange for Nina's safety.
He's not going to tell him that Nina's working it.
We'll talk again.
It's a long trip just for that. But still, holy cow.
This might be a thing where Stan commits another murder at some point here of this guy.
Surprised it didn't happen right there.
I know
nobody knows.
Nobody else knows, so I could just shoot you and throw you in the water and call it a night. Oh, this poor guy.
I know. Wait, really? All right, thanks, man.
Well, tell my wife and kid I'll never see him again. Yeah. Thanks.
The Soviet Union has granted the request of 1,500 Soviet Jews to immigrate to Israel.
That was the deal.
And some government leaders expressed hope this might be a sign that the Soviet Union is changing its stance on human rights.
Oh, God. As they kidnapped the other guy.
Yeah. That's why he laughed about that. He's like, no.
Well, the resident sure said, he's like, whatever it is, get it done.
Yeah.
And it wasn't for the one guy.
Yeah.
It's a long night for
Philip. She's like, I got drunk with your wife.
Yeah.
You spent the evening with your wife.
Yeah.
Clark has some explaining to do.
So I hear you're an animal.
Are there icicles in Smolensk in the winter?
I mean, there's obviously, the Soviet Union's huge. There's different climates and everything, but
I imagine it's very snowy.
Another day.
Mom! What did you do with my green striped top?
You're up all night. Yeah.
Damn.
Talk about an episode of TV.
Yeah.
That was great. Might be the sad.
That was pretty rough.
I mean, like, we had some pretty, like, bleak ones in the first season. I mean, obviously, with their partner's wife and baby.
Yeah.
They had to get.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I mean, there were obviously several.
Sure.
I was sitting there doing the math. I'm like, well, this is like 81, 82, right?
81, I think, yeah.
81. The Soviet Union falls in 89. Maybe the guy gets to come back and be with his wife and kid afterwards. Maybe it's over. Maybe it's not like his life is over and he's just going to be a slave scientist for the rest of his life.
Turns just broken.
Yeah, there honestly might be a chance when the Soviet bloc collapses that he gets to come back to the United States years later.
I hope so. I would think that before the wall falls, they'd probably execute him.
I mean, his wife will definitely have a new husband by the time that happens.
Yeah,
but he can have a relationship with his son.
Dude, where you been?
Right? It's like you disappeared 7 years ago. I moved on.
Yeah, I'd head straight for like a Burger King or something after that.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Right now.
But hopefully he's not done being a father with that reality.
I doubt we see the character again.
No. There's no way. Yeah, he's out of our for sure. I'm just thinking like in a happy world.
Sure.
The Cold War does end, right? Yeah. That was heavy, but no one died.
Yeah.
I mean, for a really heavy episode, there was no one that
lives were taken, but nobody died.
It should feel like this wasn't as bad as like that poor kid in the restaurant, the kitchen that Philip killed.
Yeah,
that's worse, right? That is ostensibly worse.
Yeah,
because he's just a young man who was at work in a kitchen. That's all he was. No idea. Right. Probably no politics. Right. It doesn't even matter. Right. He was just at a restaurant working. But this still felt really gross.
Well, I feel like this season, the point really has been the toll that this takes on them. Specifically Philip and Elizabeth. I mean, even on Stan's marriage and Stan in general, but like it's much more their story.
Yeah.
And so all these things are just kind of adding up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the murder, the first episode, and then obviously their friends that were murdered, and then now like this, it's like
there's a lot going on for sure.
That slow push in when he was driving that guy away, you could tell it's getting to him.
Oh yeah, it's getting to him.
The bond that he had with the Mossad agent,
It's a gross job, for sure. They feel like it's an important one, and they're doing patriotic work, but it's still a gross job. In the details.
Well, I'm also wondering. So the show can go for what 6? It was for 6 seasons, I think.
I'm not sure, 5 or 6. Yeah.
So we're gonna have to, if it's gonna go until 89,
right?
We're gonna get a time jump eventually at some point.
Yeah. It's not like it's not like every season's a year. Mathematically, right?
So I wonder. We care about the characters so much, right? And we want them to have a normal life, and we want them to like escape the Soviet Union. But at the same time, it's like
they don't want to.
You have to atone for what you've done. At the same time, like they've done a lot of horrible things.
Sure.
To a lot of innocent people.
Yeah. No, innocent people are dead. They've each killed innocent people on the show.
And like they play and manipulate, like the whole Martha thing or the young Navy guy. Like that's so bad. It's so awful.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The security guard Elizabeth killed in the first season. The cook that Philip killed. I mean, they've done horrible things in the name of their jobs,
and the way that we still have empathy for them. It's like,
you're supposed to. They're essential characters,
and like it's not them. They're doing it obviously, but like they're being the good soldier. They're being told what to do. And it's
bigger picture. Their job is to see the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is freedom for the Soviet people. Victory for the homeland.
And then you have Stan, where it's like nobody told him to kill Vlad.
No, Stan. Yeah, that was gross.
So Stan's got this darkness in him as well. But like it's
all 3 of them have some pretty horrible blood on their hands for sure.
And I want to see how this comes ahead. Like I kind of thought this episode we'd get more of the layers peeled back on what's really going on.
But no, not even a little bit.
No.
This one's wrapped up. I was like, is this just going to be another complicating factor with all these other people?
Yeah.
Nope. It was Mossad. It was Israel, and a deal was cut. Everybody gets what they want.
So
the story's wrapped.
We will be at the halfway point this next episode. And I mean, do you think? I mean, obviously, like they're going to tell us what happened with the family, right? Like there is some other sinister.
At some point, we're going to get there
because somebody's lurking in the shadows.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that's just going to be. I mean, probably in a real world, those things probably happen. It's like this thing happened. We don't know who did it.
Yeah,
it's an unsolved case, and life goes on. I think for dramatic purposes, for the narrative of a television show, I think we're going to get resolution.
That's why we keep seeing it at the beginning.
Absolutely, and we're not done. But I do think that the guy that I can't Oleg.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I feel like him kind of laying some cards on the table. Not all of them, obviously, but some cards on the table with Stan.
Yeah.
I think we're setting up another dynamic there between this new character, who Stan didn't even know existed before this episode in a real sense, and Stan, And now there's a kind of a cat and mouse game between these two.
It's very Hans Landa-esque. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He's out for him, essentially, because he's willing to turn dime on the Resident.
Yeah, he's definitely got an agenda that does not jive with Resident.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because we thought we always we've seen him lurking. He's asking a lot of questions. He's prodding and prying, and we're like, is this because he's really like working for the Americans? Like,
I don't
is
think
he just
so.
overambitious? Now it's like, okay, cool. He's out for himself.
He's out for himself.
He's trying to work for the Americans.
There's some. I don't think he's trying to work with the Americans.
He's trying to get something out of them.
He's getting something out of them for sure. But I don't think it's I want to be an American. He could have just said, I defect. I'll tell you everything I know.
I thought.
I think he would have given up Nina if that was going to be the case.
Thought that was going to happen.
Nope. He's wanting to work Stan in a completely different way for something different.
Well, now they got him.
Yeah,
they have Stan at the palm of their hands now.
A little bit because of Stan's blind spot when it comes to Nina.
Do you think that Stan is going to start botching things because of Nina? Do you think they're going to be like, hey, if you don't do this, you know what I mean? Like,
Stan is definitely compromised, so nothing would surprise me moving forward. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts screwing things up to help when he thinks he's helping Nina. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts a bullet in either one of their heads.
Who, Nina or
Oleg or Nina at some point? Not right now.
Sure.
But I think, what the game Oleg's playing is going to get to a point where Stan might figure out that Nina's working him.
Kind of surprised he didn't just kill Oleg there.
Because right now with Oleg's intervention, he's kind of pitting himself against Nina in Stan's eyes, right? Yeah. I am a threat to Nina, and that's why I'm here. So now Stan's going to be kind of in the middle of a fight that between Oleg and Nina.
Yeah.
Or the conflict between them anyway, that maybe Nina might not even know about. And I think one or both of them are a threat, not just from the governments, both of them, but from Stan.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a reason we learned early on that Stan will go loose cannon.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, he's going to snap when he finds out.
Right. I don't think that was a one-off, him shooting that one guy in the back of the head. No. I think we are heading for a Stan that's going to be loose cannon, in a way that kind of keeps the stakes high. Yeah. Because let's face it, you don't want your naval ships too close to each other. Yeah. When tensions are high, yeah. Because if one person shoots, you can start a whole war. And right now, Stan being loose cannon could be like Stan could be the guy that escalates things without being really involved with either government in the actual action.
Yeah,
it could just kick things off.
Well, the Vlad thing, the Vlad thing is the show being like them planting a seed, being like, this is who this is.
Exactly.
This is how he reacts to stories.
That's what I'm saying. Stan has no problem not following the rules, which I think makes him a loose cannon. And the more that he gets kind of poked and prodded, like by Oleg in this episode, the more unpredictable and dangerous Stan gets.
I know. And it's like, I know it's not, Stan's a supporting character,
right?
But at this point in time, I'm very interested in his storyline.
Absolutely.
That's the storyline that I'm going to be looking forward to next week, is seeing where this goes.
Yeah, I think there's a 0% chance moving forward that we've seen Stan's one and only unsanctioned kill. I think Stan will murder other people, and play it off like he didn't do it because he's done it once, and I think he'll do it again.
Yeah, he comes to the office. Somebody got killed. Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah. Huh. What did he say in the last guy? DC's a dangerous city. When he dumped his body.
Real quick, the Martha thing.
Yeah.
I thought at the beginning of the episode we were winding down on that. I don't think so now.
Well, I think they're definitely not wanting to keep her around and keep her in play.
Yeah, they have to, right?
They have to.
She's the only person they have on the inside,
right?
Really.
And I feel like if we were at the kill Martha point, that would have been it.
Yeah,
she would have come in the house, she would have shot her, and they would have all gone about their day.
No waste of time,
right?
At all. So,
exciting show. I'm very much enjoying it. Looking forward to the next one.
See you guys.